Hello, hello. Welcome back to Space Engineers with Orvishana. I went ahead and welded up what was left off camera, and let's get back to working on this power building. So, one of my plans for this building is I want to have these these wind towers. I want to have one in each corner of the building. So let's go ahead and see if that'll fit first off, because I know they poke off the side. And yep, that matches that corner. So we got that matches up with that. Alright, so let's build another stick poking up off of here. I'm clicking too quickly. Game didn't like that. Alright. So they're going to be pretty close, but there is a gap in between them. That might result in some power loss, but because I'll have 4 of them sticking up, I think I'm willing to accept that. But I don't want them to be directly on the corner, so I'll probably make the building a little bit bigger than this, like the walls and such, and probably do maybe some catwalks around it. So that should be pretty cool when it's all set, and should be a pretty decent size. Let's get this cut. Thank you, gravity, for bringing that down to me. Let's get all this laid out. Oops, one farther. You know what I just thought about that I kind of regret? I feel like I should have moved these little power banks with the 2 other blocks. I should have moved them out farther, just one, like to their respective corners, because then I'd have more room for like control stations and stuff to make it look like people actually work in this building. But I'm not gonna deal with that right now. Maybe for another day. I don't think my little flyer is able to lift these. I could fit control stations regardless. Anyways, I don't have to put too many of them in here, just to make it look like it's an actual place where people would work. Hope everyone's having a good day, by the way. I'm recording this on Tuesday night. I'll probably put this up on Thursday. Just space out the episodes. I'm trying to figure out recording some other games and what days of the week I should put things up on. I'm thinking Sunday and Thursday for Space Engineers, and maybe Wednesdays for Kerbal Space Program, and I don't know when I'll fit in Medieval Engineers, but I do want to play that as well. So we wanted the wind towers have to be above this. So let's go out one more. Gonna do a lap around this thing. Alright, one side left. Oops, placed an extra one. But that's okay. We have the power to grind that off. Alright, so looks like it is actually going to be in the corner if I do that. So I'll have to make these. Yeah, I'm going to have to move them. That's annoying. I really hope that can lift it. Alright, I'm going to, I know that it can't lift that. There's no way. It can barely lift its own mass when it's fully loaded with ore. I'm gonna add some thrusters to this thing, and I'll be back when this is upgraded. Alright, we are back. Got this all welded up through just random thrusters, pretty much. Put 2 more batteries, because I don't think that the 2 are going to be enough for all these thrusters. Put a bunch more gyros on it. Didn't put the landing gear on it yet. Took a couple blocks out of here. Need to throw the merge block in there. For those of you who haven't played the game and don't know what a merge block is, think of it as a way to weld 2 grids together. A grid being like my little mining ship is a small grid. Base is a static grid. A grid is basically anything that you build. So if I detach this little module with batteries and little timers and programmable blocks, it'll become its own separate grid from the base. So rather than rebuild it and lose all the power that I've charged up and all the power cells, because you don't get those back, it's better if you actually just move them. So plan is to get the merge blocks built up, put a landing gear on the bottom of that, kind of lock onto it and cut it free, and then move it over. And I will have to see if it's actually strong enough to lift that. So that should be interesting. Hopefully it works out all right. Don't gotta weld them up all the way, because I'm just gonna grind them out. Alright, let's get you. Holy gyros. Oh god, this thing is so awkward looking. It's so sensitive. Like, I've never flown anything quite that sensitive. Alright, so let's throw our landing gear on the bottom of this. It's as good a spot as any. I don't have enough stuff. Alright. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit terrified of whether or not this is gonna work out or not. Let's plop her down. Alright, so we are locked to that. Let's grind this up. God, this grinder is slow. I thought about going back to that base and seeing if I can buy better tools, but I feel like that's a little bit cheaty. But, although I guess it's not really, now that I'm thinking about it more, because you'd be putting in work to get the stuff. Okay, why is it floating up? Okay, that's slightly off-putting. Alright, sorry, I'm even less talkative compared to normal because I'm in like hyper-focus mode. Oh Jesus. I'm gonna turn those gyros down. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's put you all the way down to 50. Probably could have got away with adding like 2. Okay, so the lights are yellow, which means that they're trying to lock up, but they need to line up and get closer. What do I need to do? I need to tilt down, I think. If I can. Oh. Okay. They are locked. So now I've moved them out to the corner 1 block. I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to keep recording. I'll edit the other 3 out if nothing eventful happens, but just in case something goes catastrophic, I'm not going to pause the recording. Alright, that's 2. Alright, that's 3. Oh god. Alright. Alright. Hey. Got all 4 of them. No mishaps. I am so happy that nothing blew up. Alright, let's get this docked back up if I can. I don't know if I'll be able to because of that landing. Holy crap. Alright. So much thrust on this ship and like pretty much no weight. Jesus. Alright. Alright, I'm getting out of that thing. That's enough of you. Alright, let's grind these merge blocks back out of here. And put some armor blocks back up where they need to be. And yeah, I shall return. Alright, got that all welded back up. I'm gonna go ahead and build a leg type of deal. I don't have vents on my action bar yet, do I? No. Let's get you out of there. Where's the vent? Here you are. Don't think I need pistons anymore right now. I need an oxygen tank. Alright, vent. Venty vent. Let's put you... I can't put that closer. Blarg. Alright, let's put an O2 tank. This is the Earth-like planet. I don't really need to do this. But I'm gonna do it anyways. That way, I guess if anyone wants to take any inspiration from this design, I suppose. I guess that would be a thing that some people do. I've done that myself. You could use this on Mars or the alien planet and have kind of this modular leg thing with a tank hidden in the leg, and it vents the room from the floor. Excuse me. Of course I don't have that on there yet. Let's get our round armor slope. Put that on there. Do the same all the way around. Once this is ready to be moved, I'll just cut it off at the 2 points. But right now, got a lot to do before we're ready for moving day. And I'll dress up the bottom of this a little better so it doesn't look like it's just on a fat stick, basically, like a little pillar. It'll have like little hand things, not hand things, like support truss, I guess you could call it. What do we want? We want this thing here. Let's throw that on there. How far out am I going? Alright. Oops, that was the wrong button. I think that'll do. Although I don't really like that you can see half of the interior plate under there, so I think I'll actually change that. Let's go with, if I could find it, that one. So it'll look like that going on all four sides. Excuse me. And I'll have conveyors on the four sides, I suppose, or a conveyor in the middle. It'll have then you can, if you need to branch out, put a building like on this side or whatever, you can just cut that block out and put a conveyor here and then pipe up to the other leg for the other building. And of course I should not have blocked this in yet because I need to weld up this vent. Let's get you and you added to the build planner. Let's go ahead and see if I have the materials for that. Nope. Oh, yes I do. Alright, awesome. Is that the sun coming up, or are my headlights that bright? Yeah, I guess the sun's coming up. I shouldn't be able to see it quite that brightly. Don't know why. Alright. I'm surprised I fit everything needed for the tank in my inventory. Alright. There we go. Alright, so once you have that filled, which of course I need to throw a O2 gen, but I'll worry about that later. So let's go ahead and get the rest of these, the other three little support things sticking out, and get it welded up. Alright, got all that welded up. Let's go ahead and throw some doors in here. Start getting some of the actual walls and all that good stuff in place. Can't do that one. Actually, yes I can, because it's supported. And I'll reattach it later just so it's still getting power from the wind turbine it currently has. What was I doing? Door. That's the wrong way. There we go. Alright, so we got 4 doors. So I'm thinking I'll have this kind of on the outskirts of the little base settlement thing, whatever you want to call it. The HQ. Be all technical sounding and all that good stuff. Let's see if I have enough. I do not. There we go. Alright. Get those welded up. It doesn't take long to get to functional, but it's a lot of welding on these blocks. Not too terrible though. It's a lot better than the full-size refinery. That thing takes forever. Or a large atmospheric thruster. That thing takes a long time to weld up. I mean, it's a lot of components. Alright. So that's all 4 of those. let's go ahead and let's see. How big is this thing gonna be? Let's see. Let's see. Let's go with this thing. Oops. There we go. I'm thinking round edges. Or corners, rather. Let's go up a whopping 4. Nah. You know what? Yeah, screw it. It's gonna go 4 high. 4 high it is. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. My spectacular impression of the count. Said no one ever. Do we have room? Yeah, I'll do some sort of window in between. Probably, let's go ahead and get that in there. I was gonna do a fancy window, but I don't have enough space really. I think I'll just go for standard. Do I even have windows unlocked? Yes, I do. Awesome. Nope, that's not the right size I needed. 2x3 flat. Whoop. Oh, need girders. Like, why can't I place you? Girders. Just don't give any of those to the bender robot. Why can't I place you? Oh, because it's 2x3. There you go. It would help if I finished out the wall. Alright. Derp. Gonna go ahead and get all that laid out. Just lots and lots of block placement. And I will be back once again. Let me know if you guys want me to do less cuts and just make small talk with myself and hopefully not be annoying for you guys when you actually watch it. And in the meantime, I will just do cuts, I guess. Alright, so I just had a thought as I finished getting this laid out and started to do some welding. I was thinking about something. I want to have turrets on the roof of this building. But how am I going to feed ammo into them without having to manually do it? So my solution, instead of having this grate in this vent here, I'm going to run a conveyor up. I'll put a junction up on top of where this grate is. Put maybe 2 vents. Not that they're needed at all, because I'm on the Earth-like planet and there's plenty of air. But just for looks. Maybe put some other stuff, like LCDs or something. I'll try to figure out the power graphs script, I guess. So I'll have that stuff, but I'll have a pipe running up from that junction where it'll split and then feed up into more junctions with the turrets on top of that. So that should be nifty looking. But I will do that after I finish getting all this welded up. I just felt like I should share that little thought process that I had. I'm gonna need so much iron. I wish I made a welding ship. I'll definitely have a welding ship when I get this over there and actually start building other buildings, because some of them are going to be considerably larger than this thing. Quite a bit larger. Alright, I will I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, so got everything welded up. Got some kind of design on the roof so it's not completely flat and boring looking. Didn't do much on the inside because there's, you know, just welding things up, but I figured let's go ahead and do this next. Gonna run that pipe up that I was talking about earlier. Oh, off camera I resituated my action bars. You know, probably helps if I have the materials to do that. But I got things set up a little differently on my action bars from for what I'm more used to, I guess. Alright, and we need one of those. Actually, we need a couple of those. Grab more of those. Alright, we'll put that down there. Conveyor. And we'll put another conveyor on top of this thing. Haven't fully decided if I want to put vents on the side of this one or just put, like, surround it with LCDs and I'll put the vents maybe on the top. Yeah, I might do that. So it's fill the air, or fill the room with air from the upper portion and have LCDs around this completely. Alright, let's get it laid down at least. Alright, so, oop, that's the wrong way. It's nice that this actually snaps to face the right way when you just aim it at another pipe. I don't know if that's a settings thing. I don't recall setting anything to do that, but hey, it works and that makes me happy. Okay. I just had to make sure that it said conveyor at the top because that's like some weird OCD thing, I guess. Then we need the pipe. And let's go with a junction. And alright, we need to weld you up. Oops. Alright, gonna weld all this stuff up. Alright, got all that welded up. Not sure if I want to just run batteries all the way up to the ceiling. I mean, extra power would be cool, I guess, but this seems a bit much. I could do some sort of design in the ceiling, but I'm not too awfully worried about that. I don't have that on my action bar. Let's go with you. Matter of fact, we're going to put all the cockpit blocks on that action bar. Alright, so let's put these control center looking things in front of the programmable blocks. Get those all situated so it'll look like someone has like an actual workstation in front of here to like monitor what it's doing and all that good stuff, even though it's a single player. But let's just go with I'm establishing a colony. Even though I'm alone now, there'll be people eventually, right? That's if I do a good job. If I do a bad job, then no colonists come, and I'm alone forever. All alone. Alright. That was a terrible impersonation of Goofy from, I think, a Goofy movie. But, yeah. Had to be done. Don't have enough materials. Holy crap, I didn't realize that these use up that many. I'm gonna say no. I'll weld those up later. I didn't. That's so many computers. 100 of them for. It's a damn seat. Alright, whatever. We'll worry more about getting the final touches on this thing when we get it moved. Let's go ahead and start prepping it for that. Actually, before we do that, I want to put a... Probably help if I have steel on me. Let's grab one of those. Or 100 of them. Alright, let's go with 2 refineries. Yeah. And let's go with you know what? They would actually be connected through this piping, so I don't have to be all super precise and all that good stuff. God. There we go. And this will just be temporary. We'll remove all this when we land and get more buildings actually set up. Excuse me. Jeez. Alright. Do I actually have enough? Nope. Nope. I don't know why I did that. Alright. So I have enough components for those. Let's get these placed at least. Or they're already placed, but get the components in them, which is a lot of components. Like a ridiculous amount of them. That was the wrong thing to do. Alright, so that one's done. That one is not. God, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Alright, so got the components placed. Gonna weld it up. So it's been about 5 minutes of just welding. That's how long these things take to weld up. Wrong button, but yeah, it's a smidge ridiculous. But it is what it is. Probably get some energy. Probably stop wasting hydrogen. Yeah. Need to find some gold and silver so I can actually build a proper med bay. Definitely want one of those because I think that'll recharge your energy in like 2 of those little tick noises instead of standing there for like 10-15 seconds. Let's put a docking port on here. We'll put you. Of course, I don't have any steel. That would be a good thing to have. Alright. I'm waiting for this thing to recharge. Or to discharge. Even though I could just grind it all down, but I don't want to do that. Alright. So once this is done, then I can actually just put the miner on top of here. Start refining with these big old things. Okay, so if they're laying on their side, so they're 2 blocks tall, right? And it's 1, 2, 3, 4 tall or long that way by 2 wide. So one of these refineries takes up the space of 8 of these basic refineries. So that's kind of crazy. But it'll burn through the materials much, much faster. You get more materials out of it. And yeah, you can refine everything with this. With the basic ones, you can't refine platinum, no uranium, no gold or silver, I believe. So, much better to have those if you can. Alright, I'm gonna lay out some thrusters. I thought I put those on here somewhere. I guess not. Yep, they're nowhere, but alright. Of course, it helps if I have some steel. Always needing steel. Don't need that many because I'm just placing them for now. I was originally planning to try to move it with only the small thrusters, but after thinking about it for a little bit, I was like, the old respawn pod, for those of you who've played the game for a while, you know, the big blue spawn pod that you would come down in, that thing is smaller than this building, and it had 2 of these large thrusters. So this thing's gonna at least need that. It might even need more. I don't know. We're gonna find out together. And by find out together, I mean it's either gonna work or we're gonna get to watch it crash. Yeah. Alright, so let's throw... I put that in an inconvenient place. Gonna grind out those windows. But, no. Blarg. Right. Yeah, that'll do. Gonna do 2 blocks above every window, so it'll have 4 small thrusters in each direction, 2 large ones to push it up, and yeah, once that's all set up, then we just need gyros, a cockpit, and we are good to go. Gonna go ahead and get all that set up. Gonna lay it down and maybe weld it. And by maybe weld it, I mean we're gonna weld it. As long as we have the materials. Which I should. Alright. See you guys in a minute. Alright. So I got the thrusters all welded up. I just need to put some gyroscopes on it. Probably throw them on the bottom. I started transferring some of the stuff from my little starting platform over here. I will finish that probably, God, how long have I been recording? Actually, this is a good length to stop it at, so I'll probably finish transferring everything next time, and go ahead and get it moved over to the new location. Yeah. Oh, before I go through this little nifty cockpit down here, so when I go to the new spot, I can just look down a little bit in the cockpit, have a merge block right there, and see whether or not they're lined up. So, figured that was a nifty thing to do. I love the model of this thing. And it has the port on the top that you would, come on. Come on. Right, port on the top for connecting up, like, piping, so you could have it filled with air and all that stuff. Alright. That's gonna be it for today. Have a wonderful day. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment what you liked, what you didn't like. And hit that bell notification thing for if you want to get notified when the new episodes go up. This is Orvishana signing off.